What's up, folks? Good evening and welcome. And nope, not late. It's 9:30, Mr. Eddie, with your wrench and other icons beside your name. How are y'all doing today? Let's see if I can get my tablet up and running. Let's see if I can get this working. And scroll back and see who's here. Henry G, thanks for being here. Well, it's saying it's live, but I'm not seeing it on my... There we go. Ground Fog, thanks for being here. Mr. Eddie's here. Thank you for being here, Mr. Eddie. Saying he's got a wrench star. Marco. Hey, man, thanks for being here. Mind of Milton says, wait, let's see. Mind of Milton says, yo, yo. Mr. Eddie responded in kind and asked if I was there for some reason. Mr. Eddie used the emojis that can be used if you have a membership. Those are available now. And let's see who else is here. Did I say Marco? I said Marco. Neil McKenzie, the other Neil, is here. Hello to you, Neil McKenzie. Thanks for being here. Gonzo says, what's up, peeps? A whole lot of back and forth. And nope, I was not late. I was on time. Absolutely on time. Austin who? Let's see if the Austin, I don't know which Austin this is, but Austin, thanks for being here, man. Do appreciate it. You're something else, that's for sure. Gonzo says I'm finer than frog hair. Jason Beecher's got to get up and milk the cows in the morning. Jason, appreciate you stopping by. I happened to catch you say something on the other screen over here. I've got a tablet up, and it's not set the way it needs to be. But Jason Beecher, thank you for being here. Austin, whoever Austin it is, let's see, says, can I have the Vosted acorn? Absolutely not. That was a gift from my wife. However, I think they can be purchased from various and sundry places. And it's Mr. Eddie, even though he's trying to give it away, it is not his to give away. So I got to see who this Austin is. If it's nephew Austin or somebody else Austin. Either way, it's just fine, and I appreciate you being here. All right, Mr. Eddie, what do you think the answer to that question is? If you don't know the answer to the question, I bet you someone here does. And I'll let somebody else come in and say the answer to that question. It's Nephew Austin. Hey, Nephew Austin, thanks for being here. And Mr. Eddie, that you've got that wrong at least 3 times now. And Austin, absolutely not. It's not yours to give. I'm gonna have to hurt somebody here tonight. I can see it now. Let's put Mr. Eddie in timeout. Ooh, I can do that too. Huh. In Austin. I may have to time Austin out as well. Oh me, you guys. All right. I'm thinking the answer to that question is negative as well. Carco. Oh, and I think I missed something. There was a comment about the giveaway being the blessed tonight. Nah, no. That's not mine to give away. Carco may have something to say about that. And Carco has some pretty cool knives. I would really enjoy getting another box from Carco. So watch me. I would really like to get another box from Carco. So I'm thinking probably will not be giving that away tonight. Let's see here. Yes, I can. Carco said it was cool. I doubt that was what Carco actually said. And we'll just let him come in and see what he says, because he mentioned something about being here earlier, I think. So, all right, you guys that are here, go ahead and post up what you are carrying. And I saw a message go across the screen on another device, and pretty sure Carco's not playing your games. Pretty sure. Let's see if I can get them. I don't want these on here right now. Gonzo says large Sabenza 31 plain Jane. Mr. Eddie claims to have knife hands and he doesn't need knives in pocket, but he probably did have something in pocket. I've got to get this knife reviewed sometime in the next 6 months and get it sent back. Indeed, Carco. Thank you, sir. Confirmed, troll. Carco, they're trying to give away the bless and all kinds of stuff. So I carried the RS Chaos. I actually carried the Fentiso Atlas today. And let's see what else I got. Oh, I had the Vulcan in pocket. Carco, did you send Mr. Eddie a fake tracking number? And then I also had the American Blade Works Slippy, which is an awesome knife. If you don't have one and you can get it, do so. And Carco, thank you for being here, sir. Right on, troll. I put more confidence in this comment than the previous comment that was left. All right, what else we got? Sabenza, sharp hands. What did you guys carry today? Mr. Eddie, what did you really carry today? Because I'm pretty sure you probably had something in pocket. Mattisfaction, thank you for being here, man. I did a disassembly and cleaning on this one and released it earlier in the week. That's a sweet knife. I don't know that nephew Austin has seen some of these knives. Mr. Eddie said I had my small Harsey folder, plain Jane, today. Nick Travaglini says, high grain design DeVille. Those look really nice. I haven't been able to check one of those out yet, but those look like those would be really cool. And I saw Mr. Eddie was asked a question by Austin about his hypercut. The hypercuts are very cool. Had a couple of those on the lives here sometime back before they were sent back to Mr. Eddie, and also given back to nephew Austin. You need to change your name there, Austin, to nephew Austin. Mr. Eddie says he has 3 hypercuts, always looking for a 4th. The ABW is sweet. I need to get a slip for that. I've been carrying it in a large slip, but that's mainly for my larger. That's mainly for the larger knives that I carry in pockets sometimes. Let's see, 500 knives maybe. Let's see. That is not your ABW. That is my ABW. I may do some anodization on that since I've been playing with ano a little lately. Actually, said Stevie, thanks for being here, man. I have 0 of, actually, that's not true. I have one of Mr. Eddie's knives right now, and that is this. And that's simply because when he saw it on my live, he ended up getting it from Carco. So that's the only reason. That's the only reason that I actually have one of his knives right now. Boom, boom, boom. Dangross says dibs. And I'm not sure who he's talking about. And there's Marco Tillin. Stevie Wonder Woman. Hello. Pretty sure. Unless, well, maybe another one I was sending to you, but it's not yours yet. So there. I saw the clip. I don't want the clip slip. Because I don't think I would ever clip it on my pocket. Most of the time, I want one that just goes in the bottom of the pocket. I think Grizzle Bear does some smaller slips too. I was kind of waiting around till he was kind of back on his feet a little bit. Not that Lancelot leather wouldn't make a great slip as well. Pretty sure, Mr. Eddie. Nightly Knives. Nephew Austin is thinking about starting a channel. I don't know that he's got anything up yet, but when he does, I think this is going to be his channel. I think he's planning on doing some reviews and such. He used to live close by, but he's halfway across the country now. So Gonzo says there's many talented makers in the community. Absolutely. And I don't know all of them. And I've seen the work of a few. I'm trying to remember who I got this slip from. This was early on in my reintroduction into the knife community, I guess. Well, you see a RDB, which is not yours. It's actually off screen and not yours. The American Blade Works is not yours, and neither is the Vulcan yours. So pretty sure there. Ron Dobbins, thanks for being here, man. Y'all post up whatever you were carrying today as we get started here. We're just doing some knife chat, and then I have some parts here to do an assembly on in a few minutes. And while we're at it, you guys are awesome, because last live I was doing I was attempting to do some anodization of some parts. It wasn't going real well, and you guys had a lot of good advice. Several of you told me some different ways that I could do this, and I've been playing with it a little bit more this week, and have learned a lot more as I've done some things, and hopefully this is going to look really good. I have had it mostly together, or partially together. Actually, I've changed some stuff since then, and Fred seemed to like it, so we'll see how that goes. All right, let's see who else is here. Manufacturing, behave yourself. Let's see. They're not yours. Northwoods Leather Company. I haven't even. I'll have to check those out. Said Milton was here last time muting people. I heard that this happened, but I don't know. I cannot neither confirm nor deny. So there we are. All right, said Stevie, said carried the Sage Knives Rango Concept prototype the past couple of days. Really digging it. I will have to. Have you put out a video on that, Stevie? If so, I need to go check that out, because I don't know that I've seen that one. Let's see. Ron Dobbins says, today I'm carrying Devo Mash in Tiger Stripe scales, and Vero Mini Nova in titanium scales, and a Gerber multi-tool titanium Probor. Very cool. Thanks, Ron Dobbins. And thanks, said Stevie. Fred the Lug says, hello all. I just got on and heard Fred. I was saying that in a few minutes, planning on putting this together, and you've seen at least a partial assembly of this. Some things have been changed since then, so hopefully it is going to meet with your expectations. Scroll back up, Maddie. Something up there. See, even Mr. Eddie said, Matthew, behave. So, all right. Says Stevie, says, just an IG post for now. All right. We'll have to try to check that one out. Ron Dobbins says, I picked up my third Berg Blade Sweeney knife in Mars Valley carbon fiber. Whoops. Kind of sort of like this one. Matisfaction says, I'm on thin ice because I'm I didn't say that. He said it. And not a good place to be. Absolutely is not a good place to be. There was a video recently I saw some kids in New York City went skating, and it wasn't that good. Says Stevie, you know me. You have to behave a little bit at least. Thank you, Ron Dobbins. Appreciate that. And y'all, I got monetized. So if you want to play around with emojis and all of that, I do have a couple 3 membership levels set up. Ron, that's one of my favorite knives. It's really good. I've not been disappointed in Berg blades, and there's one coming out in 2 days, I think. That's called the Alpha Frame Lock. I've seen some very cool variations of that. So take a look on. I'm pretty sure it's on his Instagram, maybe on the website as well. And I've heard through the grapevine there may be some additional variations as well. In fact, I've seen a picture of one that was really cool. Can I flick the Vulcan? Shameless plug. The acoustics on the Vulcan aren't. It's not a very loud knife, but the action is good. So. Ron Dobbins says, I want to get the mini Sweeney. This one is actually a really good size. I kind of count this as a really good gentleman's carry knife, because I mean it looks great, fits good in the pocket, doesn't take up a lot of room, especially as compared to some of the other knives that are on the table there. I mean, of course, it doesn't take up as much room as, or the ABW takes up less room, but that's okay. But it's probably not a bad knife either. So, all right, let me get some of these off of here because those are the ones that I carried. Slide that off to the side. What is a gentleman's knife? Something you might wear with fancy blades, or fancy clothes, rather. Pull some that's not Mr. Eddie's RDB. That's a Rainy Day Blades Spectre. I think it's number 2 or number 3. I don't remember which one. And Nephew Austin hasn't seen a lot of these knives. And yes, that is a left-handed knife. And we'll stick the porcupine up there at the top. Let's see. The Neutron Star was a really cool knife. Very good. Actually, the reverse flick off those thumb studs is really good. And hello, Drew. I don't think I said hello to you. I answered the question, but I don't think I actually said hello. Thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. 100% not yours. All right. And the neutron star is very pointy. It's a that tip on that neutron star is pretty crazy. Not as bad as the Baiku from Hypercut, but this one's another one that's really crazy. And I'm actually a little surprised that after knowing Carco that that one hasn't that tip is still intact. And yes, this is a left-handed knife, and I have succeeded thus far in not cutting my hand on it, even though the this is the first time I've really played with a left-handed knife with the frame lock being on the opposite side. But it's good. It's really good. I'm not that good with using the thumb stud on that, but it does work. And I haven't got the reverse flick off those thumb studs. Let's see. I think I just answered that question for nephew Austin. This is a Blessed Knives. This is the Newt, N-E-W-T. I think TKE has, where's TKE, by the way? This is the Newt. There's a, I forget the other name. One of them's an Alien, and the other was the Ridley or something like that. And I think I'm doing that wrong. Gonzo says I'm left-handed. It was meant to be. Mr. Eddie did try to give you that one while ago. How did the one on the far right get broken? It's not. It's a special kind of knife, and I've looked up the name of it. One of these guys would probably one of them would probably remember what it is. I looked it up and I can't remember the designation for it. But Carco sent that one along as well. Slightly modded. I think this used to have some anodization on it, and Carco likes them a little less colorful, I think. Hey, Jack. And Satisfaction is not agreeing with you on the left-handedness, I think. You're absolutely right. That's me using my right hand to manipulate it. I can do it somewhat with the left hand, but it's not going to be as smooth. Can still be done, but I am not left-handed. So, and when I did the walking and flicking videos, I absolutely did it with my right hand. I'm already crazy enough for walking and flicking knives, but to try to do it left-handed over the asphalt with his custom knife probably would not have been a good idea. Gonzo, let's see. Gonzo said, what's the one with the Damascus blade in the middle? This is the Cheburkov Raven. And it's a really cool knife. It's got really good carbon fiber. And then it's got a really pretty Damascus blade on it as well. And then just titanium on the on the clip side. Action on it, really good. And a big knife. This, I've measured it before. But we're talking about a good 4.5 inch blade. So at least I think the specs say 4.63 or something like that. Ripley, that was it. Thanks, Mattisfaction. It's pretty bad when Matty knows the name of a knife, because normally he has to ask either Stevie or Sharif. And yes, that I've got to send that. I've got to send the Cheburkov to Mr. Eddie. Newt and Ripley. Drew, I think we've got some alternate accounts in here tonight, trying to pull a Rob's Nerdy Knives, but I cannot speak to that. I do not know Donnie. Pakal was the word I was looking for this one. Thank you, Mattisfaction, for that. Nola Southpaw, thanks for being here, man. Yep, and we can each have our own opinions about knives, which is why there's so many different styles, so many different configurations, and a lot of times I don't like the looks of a knife, or I really do. So it just depends on the person. So it's really cool that we have so many knives to choose from. Thank you, TKE, for being here, man. Do appreciate it. And be careful driving across the into NOLA there. Do appreciate you doing that while you're driving and listening. And I'm sure Mr. Eddie will get his cookies eventually. Not sure when, not sure how, but maybe eventually. Jacques, you can probably buy several of these on Amazon. The Vasti Porcupine is one that was on Amazon. You definitely can't buy that one on Amazon, that one on Amazon, that one on Amazon, that one. I don't know about that one. Maybe the Tucson. I have some lemon bars that are supposed to be headed my way. Mattisfaction. That's all I can say. I did some bartering. Mr. Eddie doesn't want me to scratch this one, but I have not carried and used this one and tested it out yet. So that remains to be seen. I think I have at least 2 more months with it, though. I think that's a given. I think I have to keep that knife for that much longer. I think, but I'm not positive about that. Nightly Knives is my nephew there, TKE. He's living out there in Arkansas now. No, yes, I think he's in Arkansas, and he's thinking about starting up his own channel. So he can be another one of your nightly dudes, night dudes. Mad Yako, thanks for being here, man. Do appreciate it. No rush, TK. I do appreciate it. TK sending me a couple of knives to check out. I'm supposed to be getting some lemon bars there, Gonzo. Mm-hmm. TK's not actually the cookie baker. Cole is, and she's very good at it. We had some really good cookies that arrived just after Christmas, and they were awesome. Hey, Lemmy, thanks for being here, man. Scrolling through. Dragoon LSK, thanks for being here, man. Do appreciate it. And there's Mr. Eddie showing off his special emojis that only a channel member can do. So thank you for doing that. Satisfaction says, I will break my diet for no less than 10, no, 20 lemon bars, and I'm very willing. Got way behind on the comments here. Y'all are doing a good job. TK could probably make a lot of money for that, the way those were. Umnanzan equals coconut cookies. TK's, this has been Mr. Eddie's favorite saying for a few weeks now. In fact, he said something about no knives for anybody until he got cookies. Fred says, I think there is a new Vasti coming out tomorrow, a new Vancor lock. I think I saw that, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but it did look like it's pretty cool. Maddie, the lemon cookie, my wife got the lemon cookie, and I had already heard about the lemon cookies, and I asked about the lemon cookie, and my wife said, I didn't know there was just one, and it was really good. So I haven't got to try them yet. So, like I said, I worked out a deal with TKE. There was some items bartered. He may have had something like a knife stand type thing. Thank you, Lemmy. Do appreciate it. I appreciate all the folks in the community that are helping out. And like I say, last Tuesday on the live, a lot of folks were in here giving me advice and helping me out, and really appreciate it. It helped. It helped when I was doing some of the items here on this knife. And Fred actually wanted me to try some different things, so I did, and learned some stuff, and it was a lot of fun. Everybody's wanting the lemon bars now. Gonzo, which one were you wanting me to spine whack? If it was Mr. Eddie's, maybe. TKE says, worked 12 hours yesterday, 13 and a half today, and will probably work over tomorrow. Are they making you work even more during Mardi Gras there, TKE? Austin, you're still watching. Mr. Eddie's trying to wheel and deal there. Stevie, behave yourself. TK, be careful heading home. And 4:30 is awful early. Now Matisfaction's getting in on Mr. Eddie's insistence that there be cookies. When Mr. TKE doesn't do the baking, I don't believe. That's Miss Cole Foster there. Fred the Lug's been playing out out west on the ski slopes, and apparently had too much dessert. And Fred, I have to be careful too. I don't eat a lot of sweets, but I do want to try some of those lemon bars. And there goes TKE, not helping matters with said Stevie Wonder Woman. Joseph S., thanks for being here, man. Do appreciate it. I don't think I said hello to you, and I thank you for being here. We've got some new folks in the house tonight, and again, really appreciate everyone that stopped by. If you haven't subbed and you enjoy the content, please do so. And hit that thumbs up button too. It helps get the live pushed out to other folks according to algorithm and all that good stuff. So now Nola is trying to do some wheeling and dealing with TKE. And hey, Dwayne, appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here. Gonzo said I would trade the RS Chaos on the table for some lemon bars. That's a pretty cool knife. You guys are, I'm still behind on the chat. All right, let's see. That's a good question, Fred. I don't know. You'll have to work with TKE on that. But I think TKE is probably going to have to check with Cole. So I wouldn't. I don't know. I can't answer that question. All right, Austin. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, apparently I'm way behind on the chat because Stevie said, yeah, new Vasti. But that looks like an eye roller comment. So, and let's see. TK says, just when you start thinking people loan you knives all the goodness of their hearts, be careful and quit watching the chat there, TKE. Now back and forth. Here we go. Yeah, I can imagine with all the additional traffic in the area, it does not make for fun times. And TKE says the refinery doesn't care about Mardi Gras. Mr. Eddie, I'm not sure that changes anything. Let's see. Let me keep on going here. And hopefully TKE's not watching this, but TKE says, or Dragoon says, TKE, you still got that Doug Ritter for sale. So when you get to a place where you can chat with him about that, do so. And no, he's Mr. Eddie's not. He's not in NOLA. He's. Oh, he answered. Never mind. Well, Vosteed has some pretty cool stuff. I mean, I like the RS Chaos, and my wife got me a Acorn, which I really like. I haven't liked this one as much as I thought I would. It's not bad, but it's just not. It doesn't appear to be breaking in like some of the other ones. In the placement of the finger hole is a little odd. Works great for thumb opening, but it's a little odd for reverse flick. Not bad, but it's okay. And let's see. And he answered you on that one. Okay, cool. Nope, voicing opinions is not misbehaving. Like I said a while ago, that's why it's a good thing there are so many knives because, in fact, you may have seen on some of my videos, even some of the really popular knives, I just didn't care much for them. Like some of the popular expensive knives, they were okay, but it just wasn't my thing. Nola says, Mr. Eddie, you're right by Fort Polk. And he said, nope, I'm inside Polk. He's there at the fort there. Yeah, you guys, man, I'm telling you, I was already hungry before the live started. In fact, I told my wife, I said, I'm gonna have to eat some chips and sauce or something after the live because I'm still hungry. And here y'all want to talk about lemon bars. Man. Don't worry, TK. Fred says he's still going to send you some knives. Paul Mills, thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. Fred's planning on having some fun at Blade Show, Texas. So I don't think I'll get to go to that one. Hopefully, I will get to go to Blade Show Atlanta, where I can yell at some of you fine folks. And I think my wife's is it cut? No, great aunt, something like that, is going to make me a T-shirt with my logo on it. So since I rarely ever do front-facing cameras on here, and whoever's looking for the Ritter, Mad Yako is letting y'all know that he's got one for sale. Fred said playing with Bridgeport Bodie and Concept Decimal. Whew. The Bodie looked like it was a very cool knife. I saw that one and considered it, but ended up not ordering it, but it did look good. I do not know about the Decimal. I have to look that one up. Ron Dobbins says, I'm trying to get a lot of integrals into my collection. Those can be really cool. Actually, Mr. Eddie sent me one to check out, and I had a lot of fun taking that one apart. But it was actually very cool once I learned some tricks there. All right, I'm trying to scroll up here and see. Fred Lug says, TKE, how are you enjoying the Latama Virtu? And again, Fred's got some crazy knives because I don't even know what that one is. And Fred said, sorry, that was the Kubi decimal. Gonzo says, I want a Rosie and a Blessed Knives this year, and that's about all I'm after as of now. Yeah, I don't really have anything I'm chasing after right now. And I think it would be cool just to go to a Blade Show again. I've been to Atlanta 3 times, I think. Yeah, 3 times. And each time I go, I find stuff that I hadn't seen before, learn about knife makers I didn't know about previously, and you can walk around for 2 full days and still miss stuff. So I still plan to do it again this year, Lord willing. All right. There's still some comments and attempted bartering with cookies. Paul Mill saying, you still have the Sonora. Wait a minute, I missed somebody here. Adventure 50, thanks for being here, man. Do appreciate it. Somehow I missed that one. And Fred gets a lot of knives too, and Tuya Knives actually makes some really good knives. I had the Shocker from my nephew, and it was really cool. Yep, we will definitely have to try to meet up at Blade Atlanta. I'm only about 2.5 hours away, and thought I was going to drive back and forth last year and decided, no, I'm just staying. And it went really well. Ron Dobbins says, I've got one grill knife so far. I got the James Brand Barnes knife. Very cool. The Vero isotopes look really nice. I don't know that I've tried those out other than maybe at Blade Show. What? I think I've actually got down to the bottom of the chat now. And Matt Yako says, I'm gonna skip Blade Show in interest of buying knife making equipment. Very cool, Fred. Very cool, Mad Yako. And I said that because Fred popped up and said something. Absolutely, Fred. It's not that bad of a drive from city down to Atlanta. I've done that before. And there's still some back and forth with bartering for cookies. Lemmy says, can't hear the word isotopes and not think of The Simpsons. All right, let's start cleaning this off and take a look at our project knife tonight. Oh, this is the Blessed Knives Newt. Mr. Eddie, about the only thing I will do is go to Blade Show. I avoid Atlanta if I can. But this is the Blessed Knives Newt. This is one that Carco's loaned for me to take a look at. And I've done the disassembly and cleaning video for all of these. I've just got to do the regular reviews for those. This one is the Rainy Day Blades Spectre, RDB as Mr. Eddie likes to call it. And this is a small custom maker out of, I think, Kansas City. So that one's a really cool knife. This is Mr. Eddie's by way of Carco's Cheburkov Raven, which is really cool and really smooth. So there's that. This is the Sharp by Design Derecho, something like that. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that windstorm. And this one actually got me the when I did the unboxing. Not bad, but it did catch my. I did it. It didn't. It was my fault. I like reverse flick on this. The flipper's not so good, but that's just my opinion. See, we don't have to all agree on this. They all aren't the same for everybody. This is the Vastid RS Chaos. Pretty cool knife. But this is one of their more premium knives. So I like that one. And then the last one. Nope, that's not the last one. This is the Vulcan button lock. Vulcan custom knives. So that one's been carried a lot lately. And then this is the Vastid Porcupine, which is pretty good in a lot of ways and not as good in some other ways. So, but it's okay. It's not terrible. And also, that is not your Vulcan. All right. Let me get this up into position. Got to get some of the gunny glide. And well, now there we go. Got to get our Loctite. We got to get a driver. All right, let me scroll back down here, get some knives out of the way. Let's see. Paul Mill says, I like the two hologram Veros, the Nova, and I forget the other one, and I'm not sure which one would be the hologram either. Fred's got 49 days off between now and July, so he's plenty of time to drive. Yeah, the Blade Show will actually be here before you know it. Gonzo says the Newt is hot. It is pretty good. Not complaining. And I don't know if you noticed or not. Where did that get to? But Carco's actually carried and used this knife. This is not a baby knife, which is really good, really cool for me, because now I don't have to be afraid that I'm going to send a Safe Queen back with snail trails on it. I know from just looking at the knife that this one's been carried and used, which is awesome. I think that's pretty much the way Carco does, though. You should drive up, Mr. Eddie, to Atlanta Blade Show. It's pretty cool. Not your RDB. Matt Yako says, I'm getting the blessed vapor whenever he gets to the bottom of the list. Very cool. Gonzo, which one are you talking about? The Bless or the RDB? Or, now, I don't know that I would do that one. Or you want me to spine whack this one? Just let me know there. Also, it's not. Let's see. Gonzo says, what do y'all think about the Protect Chavez collab? I don't know enough about it to be able to say. I saw something today or yesterday about it, but I don't know enough about it to haven't looked into it enough. And that is not yours to sell. Boo. Fred says the Vastita Kita is being dropped tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Not the nude. Yeah, I don't want to do the nude. That's Carco's. But the Raven is Mr. Eddie's, so. All right, I think I'm back up here. So let's. I thought I had these off the table here. Somehow they got back on there. All right, let's take a look at our parts and pieces that we have here. We've got our backspacer. We got a blade here. I'm going to have fun putting those thumb studs back on. But I've had them off several times now, so that's okay. And Nightly Knives is back. Mr. 80's trying to sell stuff that he doesn't even have the right to sell. Y'all better watch him. One of the three are yours, but no. TK says, just got home, going to shower and try to do a video too for tomorrow before knocking out. Thank you, TK. I do appreciate it, man. And be careful working those long hours and driving back and forth. And old Gonzo's encouraging Mr. TKE to get demonetized again. It looks like. I think that's what I saw. Thank you, Ron Dobbins. Do appreciate that. I wonder why. I do wonder why. But they did tell you to be careful when you were driving back and forth to Houston a bunch of times in 1 week, weren't they? Probably. All right. Now this knife is Fred the Lug's knife, and I think, let's see, I think several people have done some work to this one. So he and his son decided how they wanted it to be done. So he gave me very specific instructions. So which is really cool. And then some of it was after conversations with him about part of this. So very cool. The clip was looking kind of crazy, so he asked if I could redo it, and this is what we came up with on that. So I think that's going to look really good. And some of it doesn't show up quite as good on camera as it does in real life. So, or in not camera lens. So, all right. And I've got to figure this one out because I've had this apart several times. Hopefully there will be no blood spilled on this. All right, so that's good. Thanks, Ron Dobbins. I appreciate it. Again, Fred came up with the idea of how to do the insets. So I basically just followed his plan. And we're going to take our time putting this together. There we go. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see. He's a little bit young, a little bit older than you are, Nightly Knives. I think he's in his 30s. So just a little bit older than you are. All right, I've already got these on. So let's see. Calm down there, Grandpa. I'm proud to be a grandpa. I have a pretty cool grandson. Paul, he's young. Just a youngster. But I think he's been in the service since he was like 19 or something like that. Mr. A says he's got a kid that's almost 10. Let's see, there's a stop pin somewhere. There we go. I don't think the screen's flipped there, Fred. Let's go ahead and get this on, because we have to do this. And let's see. Gonzo said he thought Mr. Eddie was single with no kids and a spy for the CIA. Well, can't answer that. Check these. Aha. I had some tumbling media in there. I got to get that out. Mr. Eddie, you could go down there to NOLA and you could go down there to NOLA and meet TK and NOLA Southpaw. Have a big like a meet and greet type thing. Mr. Eddie's not very adventurous in driving. What I'm trying to do, I've got some tumbling media that's in the screw hole for the clip, and trying to get that out so that we get proper seatage. Mr. Eddie apparently doesn't drive very far. He doesn't do good in driving, even though he drove from Fort Polk to Houston. He won't go to NOLA. Nola says, I don't blame you. I wouldn't come here either. And Mr. 80 says, I have no business there. Paul Mills says, I've only been to like 5 states. I don't travel to buy knives. Right? I had a job that for about a year I had to drive out to close to Fort Bragg, sort of, kind of, not really, um, out to New Bern, North Carolina. That's about 6 hours away. I would drive out on Mondays and drive back on Fridays. Mr. Eddie needs a new hobby to go along with the knife hobby. And I've already put in the detemp ball, the lock face there. All right, let's see here. I think we got to get a. Let's see. I think this is the way you wanted them. Let me make sure. Show side pivot. Should be teal. Nope. Other way. Oh, that's right. Show side pivot should be purple. Show side screw should be teal. Okay. I got to take this off here. Actually, I got to go get a pair of pliers, smooth jaw pliers. I'll be right back. All right. Hopefully, y'all behaved while I was gone. All right, let's see here. These pliers are really good for working on knives with the um, smooth jaws. It makes for not marring up pivots. Lock picking is fun. It ties in with cybersecurity and all that good stuff too. All All right, let me make sure I've got everything right now. Get the instructions here. All right, so we're going to show side. Pivot collar is supposed to be purple. And show side. Pivot screw is teal. So yeah, there we go. So that's how it's going to look. So that's really cool. All right, let's get that pivot collar pivot in there now. Hopefully, Mr. Eddie's putting out misinformation. That looks cool. All right. And let me see what I'm missing here. Mr. Eddie says, I have hobbies, shooting, video games, and my favorite, noon naps. I think Mr. Eddie's a professional nap taker. Noah says, knives and lockpicking go hand in hand. No. Those were a Christmas gift as well. Mallory, thanks for being here, man. You guys, behave yourself. All right, let's see. Let's put a little gunny glide on here. And let's put a blade on here. A little bit there at the pivot. That's this has got a fairly thick blade there. And let's put the bearing there. Put just a hair more. I don't need a whole lot. And I want to put a little bit there on the detent ball. Dylan, do you have a new knife coming out pretty soon? Did I see something about a new knife? All right, we got to put the collar there. Yeah, take that back off. Have parts here that were not supposed to be left off. Gonzo says that knife kind of reminds me of a futuristic Aries. And Dylan says he had 2 prototypes announced at SHOT. Should be a few months to release. Cool. I was thinking I had seen something while scrolling Instagram. So very cool. And congratulations on those. All right, I've got a couple of body screws here as well. All right, I'm getting those tight. I'm going to check and make sure that the other side is tight as well. All right, centering is good. So there you have it. I have never done that much two-tone or different 2 different colors on a knife before, but it looks really cool. And so, Fred, sometimes when you're looking at this, you can almost see like the aqua colors from a different angle. So what I did was actually I anodized this and then tumbled it after I anodized it. I wish I would have had a blast box and been able to blast that instead of sanding it for the clip. But I think it turned out pretty good. You can see how oops, out of focus there. And then the thumb studs were interesting, but they turned out okay as well. And they actually have either a purple or the aqua look to them, depending on the light. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this knife has pretty good action too. Now, Fred, tell me the thumb studs. Is that something you added, or is that the way it came? Because the ones that I looked at, I did not see that, and I think you had this opening hole put in it as well, right? Okay, yeah, I had Mr. Eddie added the studs. Okay. So somebody, I think Fred did the water jet of the opening hole, which, by the way, is positioned great. Acoustics on it are good. And some of the guys that were in here last week were helping out with anodization. I had done some knives before and learned a lot this past week just doing some different things as well. wouldn't say it's perfect, but I'm pleased with how it turned out. So, very cool. All right, let's see what I'm missing here. Yep, the blue is wild. And Paul says it looks really nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. It is it's different for sure, Mr. Eddie. Fred, I'll get that one shipped out to you in the next couple of days. Shady added studs. Hayden and I used water jet to add the lightning bolt to mimic the SOC nimbly. Mr. Eddie added the thumb studs at a K, and then I did the NO. So very cool. It's been a multi-person project. Mr. Eddie, I think I have to. This one here will probably be. See it's February. No, yeah, it's February 11th. Maybe by the end of April. I'm thinking. Surely before then, before the end of April. Look at the action on this thing. Woo! Very cool. All right. Mr. Eddie says, it's a Frankenstein of all the something obscene production knife designs. Well, that's cool. And I don't know very much about them. I was looking up trying to make sure I had the thumb studs on correctly. And I wasn't finding any of this on the J Cape. And I was like, So I thought maybe they were custom ones. So very cool. All right. We've been going for about an hour and a half. I think it's about time to shut it down. It's getting warm in this little room in here. And I don't know exactly why, because it's not it's definitely not warm outside today. It's in the 30s here, and it was in the 70s this past weekend. So the high was in the 30s today. But I appreciate everyone that's stopped by, that's hung out with us for a few minutes. I really do appreciate it. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and hope to see y'all again soon. Thank y'all very much. I'm really appreciative of the knife community. Y'all have a good day.